What's up, Warrior? James Zheng here. Welcome back to Daily Wisdom. We are in a 5-part series talking about how to build your empire from scratch. This is going to be day 2. So if you missed the previous one, like this, share this, and also subscribe to my YouTube so you can catch that as well too. But yesterday we talked about, good morning. We talked about setting the vision. If time and money were not an issue and you knew you couldn't fail, what would success look like to you? So assuming you have the big vision, step number 2, we're going to talk about the strategy for building your empire from scratch. Now, I was coaching someone the other day and we are going through these principles and they immediately went into the how-tos, which I think most of us think about, right? How am I going to get the money? Where am I going to talk to the people? How am I going to learn the skills? Where are they going to come from? Does anyone else ever suffer from that question of how is this dream going to happen? If so, comment me below because that's one of the biggest things that are one of our challenges. But once you have the vision, the next step is not even the how-to. It's not the business plan. It's not the skill sets. It's not even the work itself. Step number 2, the biggest strategy in the world is this, is write down a list of who you must become in order to achieve the vision that you've just been put down to. Huh? What does that mean? Well, Jim Rohn says success is attracted by the person you become. This world's interesting. Okay. We have desires. We have goals, which are fine. We want to make more money. We want to help out our families. We want to get recognition. We want to be able to have success. We want to have prosperity, right? Some of us want to travel, whatever that it is. Okay. We want to have things in our life. Now, in order to have things, we must do things to have it. If you want to make money, you serve a client. The client likes your service. They pay you, right? In order to have, you must do. But there's even a prerequisite before the have and the do, which is to be. To be. You must be someone first in order to do the thing, in order to have the thing. So if you want to achieve success, if you want to build your empire from scratch, good morning. If you want to be able to have that opportunity to develop that vision, the first strategy, that's the most essential one, is to define who the bee is, what the bee is. So what does that look like? And just using the personal example, remember in our story, me and my wife penned down on our plane flight back from Bali, 22 hours. We started asking ourselves the question, if time and money were not an issue and we knew we couldn't fail, what would life look like? And we just put it all down. We put the vision, right? Travel anywhere, work from anywhere at any time, have an incredible organization that is a family that looks like it's the kingdom of God that's in there in person. Like we were imagining these different types of things, right? So we're like, oh my gosh, it'd be amazing. Then what starts to happen? You start to doubt, right? You're like, how's it going to happen? Where's it going to come from? What makes you think I can do this? Suspend that disbelief. But the next step that we did is, okay, in order for us to achieve that type of a vision, who must we become? Well, for example, it must mean that I must become even more confident. It must mean that I must become an incredible public speaker. Because if I'm going to lead a worldwide organization, I'm going to have that ability to be able to convey and to communicate well. I'm probably going to have to understand how to master social media. I'm probably going to have to be a mega brand. I'm probably going to have to be an incredible leader developer. I'm going to have to learn how to become a coach. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Who must you become in order to do the thing, in order to have the thing? So the purpose of your vision, it becomes this to-do list of who you must become. So what are some of the things that you know you need to become? Do you need to become more convicted? These are character traits. These are personality traits. Maybe they're skill sets. Some of us need to flip the script on how we view ourselves. Some of us view ourselves as followers, but you need to view yourself as a leader now. Some of us need to learn some time management skills. Some of us need to learn how to become more disciplined. Some of us need to become more empathetic, have a heart for people. Some of us need to learn how to get healthier. Some of us might need to learn some technical skills or hire some for technical skills. Literally write all of these down. Because once you become the person that can then do the thing, then the have will come. So the mega strategy for building your empire from scratch, it really is make a whole to-do list of who you must be in order to attract, in order to be worthwhile, in order to be deserving of the type of success, the type of vision that you want to be able to create. And what happens is this, you have this big old list. And every day you start to look at that. And you're like, what do I need to become? Where do I need to become more in? It's like if you designed a dream home. And imagine you're walking through this dream home. And every week you're checking up on it. We're literally doing that as we speak. As at the time of this conversation, we're closing in on our dream home. So we're there for the last 2 years. We're there when the ground was nothing. I want you to imagine your dream. I want you to imagine your empire. But this time you're not designing just a physical thing. You're designing you. You're living life by design, not by default, as Jim Rohn says. But to use this analogy of building your dream home, we were there when it was nothing. It was just dirt. And then we were there when they first put their foundation in. And then we were there when they started to put up some beams. And then they started to put up some wood. And then they started to put up some drywall. And now it's starting to look a little bit like a house, right? But we knew the plans beforehand. We knew what the end looked like. And as we would walk through this week by week, month by month, we would check, be like, that looks good. We need to change that. We need to make sure that this tweaks because it's not the end plan. And now, around a week later, we will actually be moving into this home that has taken 2 years to build. But what's your dream home in your life? What's your dream design for the warrior that you are? What does the Lisa 10.0 look like? What does the Diane 10.0 look like? What does the Bill 10.0 look like? That is the design of the dream. That is the design of the warrior that can then command that empire that you're building from scratch. You begin with that end in mind. So when you have that blueprint, every day you don't have lack of certainty. Every day you know exactly what to work on. Jim Rohn says, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because the work really is, if you want to build an empire from scratch, the work is on you so that you can become better and the person that you must be to then successfully do the work that you've been commanded to do, to then yield the success and to create the empire that you truly want to be able to have. So that's the secret. Have your vision, number one, for your empire. Number two, have the strategy, which is the becoming process. You do that and follow me in the next couple of days. We're going to have 3 more portions of this. I'm going to talk about then how you actually move into the creation of that empire. So I hope this encouraged you. I hope it did. If it did, like this, share this, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd love for you to leave any comments below on anything that has resonated with you. Lisa said, listening to you now has made me realize I have a whole lot more to my red list on my whiteboard. Very clarifying and empowering for personal self-development. Good. Yeah, she made a list of exactly who she must become and what she must do. Right? I love hearing these comments and love hearing what it is that you're picking up. And come on to my next ones. I'm committed. If you stick with me on these daily wisdoms, you will learn how to unleash your inner warrior. how to really implement personal growth to yield success and growth in your business. And side note, if you are looking for other business opportunities and this type of stuff interests you, I teach people to run their business, but you need a business to run. So if you don't have a business or you're looking for another business, we do run an organization called the Warrior Movement. We teach people to build a phone-based business, fun, professional, simple to do, and teach you how to become the warrior that you are designed to be so that you can succeed in your business. If you're into more information on that, click on the link in the bio or the caption and it says work with me, fill that out and we'll share with you some more information. But other than that, stick with me on the next couple of days and we're going to conclude this 5-part series on building your empire from scratch. And it is exciting to work on ourselves. Absolutely. Hope this helped. Otherwise, we'll talk soon. Warrior out.